Bigotry is relatively large in the commentary community, specifically towards trans and LGBTQ plus people. Racism is not really too well known. It's much more acceptable to be openly bigoted towards trans and gay people. It's easier for small commentators to attack trans people and gay people for the fact that they're gay or trans. This usually comes in the way of using specific slurs to harm these people because the slurs have a history of being used towards trans and gay people.
Nice job regurgitating the same bullshit that Relolan said, except making it worse. You even used me as the main example, and you did the same thing adding Harley TBS in, trying so desperately to get his fucking attention. Like, who cares? Communist Creeper is a commentator who makes videos with low effort, bad mic quality, and probably a 5-minute runtime at best, along with it being very lazy and poorly edited and produced, to a point where it's just pretty boring, and most of the points that he has in his videos don't really hold much ground. You know, this includes his point of calling me bigoted. Indirectly. You know, it's the same exact way Relolan did it. Alright nigga, you want smoke? Then I'll give you smoke, and only because it's so fucking ridiculous that your mindset operates like this. You just sound so fucking incoherent and stupid. Harley isn't even gay. He does keep saying he's trans, but he's not. He just goes by they, them. He keeps putting on this facade that he's so transgender, like, oh my god. Even though you can clearly see he's not. I mean, you can't just say that you're trans and not get surgery. That's not how that shit works. You can't say you're trans and all this bullshit when you haven't even transitioned yet. You know, it just kind of sounds fucking retarded.
Transgender.
No, you're not.
What do you mean I'm not? How can you? How can you tell me I'm not a transgender?
No, you're not.
Don't tell me I'm not a transgender, because I am a transgender.
You know, that's basically Harley TBS in a nutshell. It's really not that hard to piece things together. And I will say this, just like I said to my Neko Koda and Septipaws clickbait thumbnails, I never really left any discriminatory comments against Harley, like, at all. If anything, I'm just fucking around with my thumbnails, pushing YouTube's limits. I mean, and through the thumbnails itself, you can see the Depatine and Epic Dude and GGG Soldier traits rubbing off on me. I might get terminated testing my limits one day. But anyways, that's enough getting off topic. Aside from starting drama with random creators and then making up with them because commentary is fucking dry right now, what else is there really to talk about? If you can't really talk about drama, you might as well start it. Aside from me fighting through the dry state of the commentary community right now, we are going to make fun of Communist Creeper and hop on the bandwagon, or I don't know. Listen, I don't care enough to know why people hate Communist Creeper, and I don't care to do any research about why people hate Communist Creeper. Well, I mean, at least not yet.
It's probably a dumb and local.
Alright, so if it's not already obvious, the biggest complaint that Communist Creeper has is my thumbnails. And I want to say now is, when did you give a fuck? You didn't really care about me or know me that much, except for when Relolan did their video talking about the small commentary community, and now you want to act like you're calling me out when you're really not. You're just making a fucking fool of yourself. You just look so incoherent and fucking ridiculous. Now let's go over Communist Creeper's instincts in an argument. I comment, you state the obvious. I respond, you don't make an argument. I respond, you state the obvious. I respond, you don't make an argument. I respond, you act like you're calling me out for my fucking actions when you're really not. I respond, you saying I'm putting the blame on others. Like, you just look so fucking retarded. I'm not putting the blame on Doozy, I'm just saying that he helped me out with my Harley TBS series. Okay, sure, I made the first thumbnail. What is your point?
That was real gay, my nigga! Cut that out!
I just proved your bullshit and you're acting like I'm saying you can't call me out for what I'm doing. You can't? Even then, I literally kept telling you in the comments that I have an offensive warning on my channel description. Like, Jesus Christ, do I seriously have to put it back in my videos again just to let you guys know how offensive it's supposed to get? And then after I put you in your fucking place because half of the stuff you didn't even know what you were talking about.
Bigotry is relatively large in the commentary community, specifically towards trans and LGBTQ plus people. Racism is not really too well known. It's much more acceptable to be openly bigoted towards trans and gay people. It's easier for small commentators to attack trans people and gay people for the fact that they're gay or trans. This usually comes in the way of using specific slurs to harm these people because the slurs have a history of being used towards trans and gay people. Now, this is a serious problem because most of the time they're like, oh, it's just a joke, but like, what's the joke?
Such a great video, Creeper. I am seriously impressed. In conclusion, I don't know and you probably don't care.